Hello everyone, K with Zuna. On the left is a chart of the chart has the Keltner channels on it, and on the right it's the Bollinger channels. But both have our trend technology built into them, and you can see the trend through color codes. So this on the left is the Z Keltner channel, on the right is the Z Bollinger bands. These are two popular band systems that among traders, they're both very popular and a lot of people use them. The nice thing about bands are that they give you context. So you always have lines, like three lines that you could use as context, and you could build setups around them. So you can see in this area here, at this point and beyond, the trend was very bearish. The lower, the upper, and the mid were the same color, and there were the color of the colors that I choose as the down trend. So you could change these colors through inputs. And then you have these points here, which their purpose is to show you areas and points on the price chart where you should pay attention for there could be a strong shift taking place. In other words, these are areas where you want to pay attention and take trades during these areas, or look for your setups during these areas. Now you don't have to limit yourself to that, but it's just a built-in feature that we have on these indicators. Now you have the yellow, which is, you can take a look at the yellow or interpret it as a warning or a yield that things aren't as clear. So just monitor the price and see what happens, or you can interpret it as moments of shift. Now generally, if it's yellow and moving up or yellow and moving down, that's when I interpret it as this is not clear. I'm going to wait for the colors to change to either bearish or bullish. When they're flat like this, that's when I interpret it as, okay, heads up, a shift is going to take place. Okay, so in an area, same thing with here. Okay, not here, and here. Okay, as you can see, it's flat. So on a day like this, well, let's go to Bollinger Bands. Okay, they're both, don't want to make people angry by paying too much attention to Keltner and not enough to Bollinger. Alright, here in the morning we open up and we have the yellow color. Bands are the light blue color, which is the stronger uptrend color, but the mid is dark, then yellow, then magenta, then yellow. So as you can see, just with the colors changing, what's going on. This is in the morning, we want to get some volatility, but the markets are indecisive. Until finally we start seeing this congestion here. The points start plotting, giving us a heads up. And at this point, the mid line hooks up with the upper and the lower band. This is your first trade here. Okay. This would have been a higher probability trade here. The points also stop, telling us that everything is looking good, and that was a trade. That was a nice trade in the morning, and you could just follow using the bands. So this is the Bollinger we're looking at. Using this band system, you can create your own setups. You can say, okay, when touches at the high, or a double top at the upper bands, double top at the lower bands, etc., or pullbacks to the mid, etc. So for example here, this would have been a nice trade, even though the mid, because this is a reversal trade, and on reversal trades, you're never going to get a reversal trade at this point. This is basically a head and shoulder pattern. You have the shoulder, the head. Okay, you're never going to get this kind of reversal with the mid also being the same color as the outer bands. It just will not happen. So this is a good signal, but I marked them red because this would be for more experienced traders or experienced with band systems, etc. Now here, these are easy, very easy, high probability trades. You have trade here, you have another one formed here, another one formed here. Now let's talk about this one here, because this is another feature and another way I like to trade it. And of course, you guys can change. You will probably use it with your own setups, but I want to explain this one. Might give some people an idea. When the Bollinger Bands are flat and horizontal like this, and they're yellow color, as I said earlier, these are areas where you want to pay attention because a shift is going to take place. A directional move, in other words. Now, when I have yellow color and points, at least 3 or 4 points, okay, it really catches my attention, and this is my trigger. The points stop on that bar that the points stop. I want to see where the bar closes. If it closes above the mid, that's a long trigger. Below the mid, it's a short trigger. However, I want to know what the trend is, so it has to be in the direction of my trend. If the trend has been down, then I get a short trigger with the points and the yellow on all 3 lines, or the upper and the lower and the mid. That's my short trigger. Stop would have been here for me. You guys could put your stops up here or up here. Okay, just natural stops. Those are the type I use. And if the trend had been up, so over here we went light blue, the mid is dark. So I would short here, pay a lot of attention to this area, okay? When we test this area here, see if we're going to bounce off of it, because if we start bouncing off of it, then I would exit everything at this point. We didn't, we went right through it, and I would just hold. So trend was down. I'll go over it one more time. The lines are horizontal, or almost horizontal, like they're not sloping up like it is here. The points set up, the lines are yellow, the points set up. My trigger would be a close below or above. So if I'm looking to go short, in other words, if the trend was down, I want to see a close below the mid, okay, and the points stop. So you can see it didn't plot here, then it did start plotting, and then now if it had stopped, if the points had stopped again and we got a close above, I would just exit. I would not wait for my stop to get hit, which that wasn't the case here. The point stopped on this bar and we exited the Bollinger Band, which again told me that this is a good trade, hold on to it, as that usually is a long signal by, or short signal by itself anyways. So this is you have the Keltner, the Bollinger, okay, 2 camps, 2 different types of band systems, but quite similar. Ideally, you can use this if you want super high probability trades. Use it with SDI, use it with cumulative delta, delta weight, delta trend. You don't have to, but you can use it. They work excellent with those 2 indicators. Use it with the volume breadth if you're trading only E-minis, okay, because you can use this system with stocks. You can use it on any kind of futures. It's not limited just to the E-minis, the index futures. Excuse me. Highly recommend this indicator. You can choose whichever one you like, the Bollinger or the Keltner. Okay, that's I believe I covered everything on it. Yes. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Thanks for watching.